Hello and welcome,
What's up?
Glody Bondolee, to Not Your Thoughts. How you going?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. I'm honored to be here. You know, it's funny because we chatted at the gym.
Yes.
Yeah, we chatted at the gym.
Just
and
Cross paths, bumped into
yeah,
you.
yeah. And you were telling me, look, you're starting a podcast.
I did tell you then, didn't I?
That's when
Yes,
it all
I
started.
did,
And
yeah.
it was so random because we were in the parking lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those gym talks after, they go for it. I love it.
They go on. You just talk about everything, and you would tell me how you were doing. Starting a podcast, and I said, bro, I'm down.
That was many moons ago, man.
A lot. I think just after COVID.
Possibly, yeah.
2024 for those that don't know the date.
Yeah.
But, 2024 now. So you're here. The space is nice.
Yes, that's it.
Good.
How's life treating you at the moment? The roller coaster. Are you on a high? Are you on a low? Because it's always going to go. Where are you at? Where's your head at?
Bro, my head's everywhere. Right
Yeah,
now.
okay.
Honestly, if I'm being completely honest with you, I feel like I don't know where I'm at, but
Okay,
I'm on
yeah.
the roller coaster's moving. I'm trying not to let it take control of me though.
Okay.
I know I'm on the life in general is a roller coaster, right?
Of course, yeah.
But I'm just trying to make sure I'm hanging on.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to fall
Not
off.
even your plan. Are you what are you where's your headspace? Are you feeling good? Because I feel like I used to think like this a lot.
Yeah.
When I was feeling good,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, when's the drop coming?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get you.
And
I
it
get you.
happens and then you dip back up. But no, that's good to hear. It sounds like you're
mentally I'm good.
awesome. Good.
Mentally I'm in a good place no matter how many things come at me in life. But I think I'm at that stage where I just know how to like overcome it, not to let it control me. Because when things do control me, bro, like I just go quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And right now I feel I'm in a place in my life where I've got a lot of responsibilities.
Awesome. Yeah.
You know
And
what
also
I'm
that
saying?
sucks.
Yeah,
That's
and it sucks, you know. And I feel like if I let myself down, I'm letting the people around me down. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying?
true adulthood.
You know, so it's just like, get it together.
Yeah.
Get it together. You know, I've been through a lot of struggles and I always overcome it. So it's just like, if something like that happened to me in the past,
Yeah.
you know, it's just a matter of time before you get out of it. So I'm just pushing forward.
You don't have children, do
No,
you?
no kids, not yet.
Because not yet.
Yeah,
Hopefully, yeah.
hopefully
But
soon.
that's another layer.
Absolutely.
Because it's like we're already having responsibilities, and then
Imagine the kids come in.
A
You know,
human
my
being.
older brother, we're 1 year apart, right? He's on to his third child. His like wife's pregnant. He's gonna have his third kid. But you can just see the responsibility stacking on. You
Yeah.
know, work. The more kids, the more you have to work. The more money you need. And we live in Australia. You know, economy is tight right now.
Yeah.
You know, cost of living is very tight. So it's just like you need to find a balance where you don't kill yourself.
Yeah. And the difference there as well is there's no luxury of a choice. That it's survival.
You have to do it.
Yeah, and we're so fortunate being in Australia. I can't stress it enough, man. Like,
You know, but you're right. I feel like the problem is we're all we're too comfortable.
yeah, and that just branches into so many
The
things.
thing with Australia is you can't. I say you can't lose.
Yes, I know what you mean.
You can't lose. The government gives you free money. You know what I'm saying? When you're stuck, there's always something there for you to get a hold on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas in other countries, no money, they just keep surviving.
Yeah. On that, do you have sympathy for the homeless then? On that basis,
Absolutely.
But
To a certain extent.
yeah, where's the line with hey,
to a
pick
certain
yourself up?
extent, like,
Because I used to like, well, I still kind of do, but I'm not in the city as much.
yeah, I'm not in the city either.
yeah.
So I don't get to see a lot of it because I live, in the bush.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
The sticks.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh mate, you're from the fucking sticks. Like very
so,
relaxed.
so when I go to the city, I do see it and I do my best, to help out whatever I
So
can.
you do, sorry.
I'll help out, if I see but I know how they work also. I know some people can be very manipulative and but at the same time
But sorry, by definition, so it's kind of a definition game as well. But correct me where I'm wrong. You do believe doing something is helping, because the inverse or the converse of that is you're making them worse. You should help them by not helping them. otherwise they're gonna just repeat their
but
their behaviors.
There's only so much you can do.
But so you do think it is helpful to help?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
It definitely is helpful to help, but at the same time, I think you've just got to be very like cautious of the moves that you're making. You know what I'm saying? How you're helping them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Because if I see a homeless person and he needs money or whatever, I'll be like, hey, I can go inside and get you food.
Yes, bang on.
You know
I
what
do
I'm
the exact
saying?
same. Yeah.
I can go because I don't want to. They say, yeah, okay, you give money, whatever, you've done your part, whatever they do with the money, that's up to them. But at the same time, let me have I want to feel. I don't want to feel guilty. You know what I'm saying? So let me feed you.
Well, to me, yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me feed you.
You've been sleeping here. You're probably asking for money because you want to get food. You know, if that's what they say. Okay, let me go inside the shop, get you what you need. Come out. I've done my part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I can get you shelter, I don't even know where to start. You know?
Yeah.
But if that was the case where I knew, cool, I could also do that. There was a girl on Instagram. It was on TikTok. It was a viral thing. She was just walking down somewhere in America. And this
Like recording herself feeding the homeless.
No. I thought you knew that. No. But she was just walking, and this guy, this old guy, I think asked her for like assistance or something. So what she did, she went into the shops, bought him a whole bunch of food. Then they walked down the road or something. She found him, found him accommodation, all of this kind of stuff. Then started a GoFundMe page. Like to that extreme, that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? But then apparently, the GoFundMe organization didn't want to release the funding because the guy has a history of, I don't know, maybe sexual assault, all of that stuff. So at the same time, there's only so much you can really do. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, like, if I see a homeless person and I'm able to help in terms of like, you know, giving them food or even if it's just giving them cash, whatever. Sometimes I just, you know, drop a little bit of money there, cool, just go about my day. But I just know
Mine as well is like if I have, so I'll buy a cigarette packet on a night out.
Yeah.
I don't like it on me in my daily routine, but it's, and I've done it for years, so it doesn't really, I've been pretty consistent.
Yeah.
But so part of my one as well is like on a night out, I'm like, have a dart, mate. I was like,
let's share a dart together.
and man, but like they light up as well. I'm like, been there, bro. Don't worry.
But you see, just that small thing, just a dart.
Just kindness.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, that's it, kindness. That's literally all it is.
And the thing with the food one as well is, I think the food one is a perfect filter.
Yeah.
Because if you don't want food, like, sorry, how dare you be entitled? You know what I mean? Like, not good enough. Fuck me.
You said it.
Like, you know, like, all right, go get what you want then.
Yeah, exactly.
So I still have like a position of authority where
beggars can't be choosy.
Beggars can't be choosers. I honestly wear that quote very often. If I'm asking for something or I need something, I truly believe beggars can't be choosers. So I'm like, hey, you know,
absolutely,
whatever works. You know, I'm the beggar in this scenario.
Absolutely,
you know?
Absolutely, that's true, bro. That's spot on. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, if I can do what I can, and just my background in general, just the stuff that I do from work and the empathy and stuff that that I have within me, I think it's just something that I'm used to.
Yeah, and I intend to get into that.
That's cool. We'll get there.
Where I did want to start is with asking you the question.
Yeah.
What is the Black agenda?
Beautiful. This is a very funny story because a lot of people can. There's a big misconception behind Black agenda. So when you're starting a clothing line, I think the hardest part when you don't know anything about anything is finding a name.
The brand.
What am I gonna call? What's gonna appeal? You know what I'm saying? So I had no clue.
Yeah.
And I was chatting up.
It's got a nice ring though. I love it.
Yeah. Well, so this is how it started. So when I was starting, and mind you, I think it was, 2014.
Oh wow! Did not know.
It was just throwing it there. You know what I'm saying?
Concepts. And
I wasn't, I knew nothing about the fashion industry. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I think I just woke up one morning. I want to have my own clothing line.
That was it.
Bro, I promise you. I just wanted to wear my own stuff.
Awesome.
I wanted my friends to wear my stuff. And I was talking to my boy Tommy. Tommy's a white boy. You know what I'm saying? And he's a good friend of mine. Absolutely love him. And we were just chatting. I'm like, bro, like, what can I call? I don't even know if he remembers the story, but I was just trying to think of a name, and I was just like, oh, I want something agenda, nothing political, something agenda. He
Okay.
just goes like black agenda, like
Yeah.
whatever, and I was like, all right, cool,
Yeah,
black agenda,
it hits, man. Yeah.
and I kid you not, that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what Black Agenda was.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It was just a name, nothing to it.
Gotcha.
But then as the brand grows, questions start to come, and then it's just like, okay, let me get deeper in this. Now, I launched the brand. I think I don't even know when, bro. Like maybe 2014, maybe 15.
I have no idea.
But it was very small. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I stopped. 4 years later. So right before COVID, I relaunched it. Very risky, right? Very risky because Australia just had like a trade war agreement with China, and everything just went up because I was getting my.
Oh, as in you're not allowed to import?
No, the prices skyrocketed. Shipping prices skyrocketed. So I don't know whatever happened there, but everything for me it was just a struggle. So I released it prior to COVID, and prior to me releasing it was when Black Lives Matter movement started.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
prior to you. So, okay, the movement started and before you re-released.
no, I released, then the movement started.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah. So
I was curious about okay.
Black Agenda has nothing to do with Black Lives
I
Matter.
like the clarification, yeah.
It's got nothing to do with Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
So Black Agenda for me was just a representation of myself and
Awesome.
and the culture in terms of music, fashion, art, whatever, just together as one. And it's not somewhere where just black people can wear it.
Of
What
course.
I'm saying? Everyone can wear it. That was the whole idea. Everyone can wear it.
Yeah.
So Black Lives Matter started happening, you know what I'm saying, with all the shootings and stuff that was going on in the US.
Can we, while holding on to this train, slight digression?
Yeah.
What was your opinion on Black Lives Matter, especially amidst COVID? I believe it was happening.
Well, bro, you saw what was happening. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, I feel like this whole it's not just Black Lives Matter now just because we have social media. Black Lives Matter has been happening since my parents were young, slavery days. You know what I'm saying? It was always something that we were a part of. We were always the minority.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, on that, when so Black Lives Matter as a phrase, because everything becomes a meme now. And when I say meme, I mean you like almost like the complexity of everything you just explains gets reduced to
absolutely.
a single line.
Yeah.
So Black Lives Matter became the buzzword.
Yeah.
In response to that, I was hearing all lives matter.
Look,
what's your opinion?
At the end of the day, it's okay. You can say all lives matter, but it's not all lives that are getting.
Okay.
It's not all lives that are being in the spotlight, getting shot. If everyone was getting shot, cool, all lives matter. But the problem was that the minority, you know what I'm saying, blacks, like Africans, you know what I'm saying.
It's just more attention to the oppressed group.
We're always the ones that are being oppressed. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then when something like a shooting, there's so many shootings that happen in America that I can't even remember one. But just say, compare that to like a Caucasian, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not getting life in prison.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A black man kills a white person, they're throwing him in the pin.
Yeah, because there's like a I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
a cop kills a black person. The cops got what did they do? Suspended leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Little slap on the wrist.
Little slap. Little slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
Go home. We'll sort it out.
Hey, that wasn't nice.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, that wasn't nice, but go and do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that?
I feel that.
I know
what
they're
you
not
mean.
oppressed. So when people say all lives matter, like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, are you the oppressed one? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not political. I don't like being political. I don't really like speaking on stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when it does come to things that do concern my culture,
Of course.
you know, it impacts all of us. You know what I'm saying? Because we see it, we live through it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's just one of those things.
I understand. We'll keep going there because I did want to know more, but let's re-rail. So the business, where were we? You were saying...
So Black Agenda came out, Black Lives Matter came out.
Yes,
now,
yes.
for me, this was like, what's gonna happen? Do people think that black agenda? So you know what I said? I said,
Sorry, I need to interject.
Yeah.
Is there not the same hand symbol? Is that coincidence?
no, not at all. Like I said, representation of myself.
Is
So I
that
did-
symbol already a thing? I'm sorry, I'm very ignorant.
That's been a symbol since power to the.
That's okay, but
I've
prior,
gone blank.
that's fine.
I've
yeah.
gone blank.
But the point is, it's been a symbol.
It's been a symbol.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's it called? Solidarity, whatever.
Solidarity, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's just always been a symbol. Fist in the air, cool. You know, I'm pretty sure my fist was even crossed. And
Correct,
at the
yeah,
same, if you actually look at it, it's a black fist and a white fist.
Oh, okay.
You know
He's
what
got
I'm-
yin yang going on.
You know what I'm saying?
He's on it. He's on it.
Y'all stop the cap.
You prepared for this interview right here.
you know what I'm saying?
2014.
And yeah, so it was just that. Actually, you know what? Let me just double check that the fist is right before.
Well, even if it wasn't, I'm sure there was a version of it. That was.
Absolutely, you know, and I had a graphic designer who I went to school with.
Okay.
Absolute legend, you know, and he did it for me. And mind you,
Man, pays to have networks as well.
oh sorry. So originally it was black and white.
Yeah,
And then we changed it to just all black. So the relaunch was just all black.
Understood.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. So the relaunch was all black.
Yeah, which does look more
It looked. I think it
minimal almost.
And just putting it on T-shirts and stuff like that, I feel like it just stood out a bit more.
Nice.
So for me, when I was doing it, it wasn't ever really anything political. But when the Black Agenda came out, when Black Lives Matter came out, I said, bro, let me ride the wave.
Yeah, yeah. 100%.
Let me ride the wave.
Agreed.
We had
Yeah.
a Black Lives Matter protest in Melbourne.
Okay.
Stock went up.
That's the market.
Bro,
That's the market.
stock went up.
Free market, baby.
You know what I'm
straight out.
saying?
Yeah.
Oh, everyone's message like, do you have any more? Do you have any more?
Yeah.
Because mind you, my intentions was never to. It wasn't for a protest.
You didn't see the opportunity after and like
You know what I'm
exploit
saying?
it.
You
You
know
were
what I'm-
like, wait, I've started this.
You know what I mean?
There's already a link.
So
I respect that so much.
I
That's
said,
awesome.
all right, cool. Like people wanna wear it. Obviously, it's a representation of myself as a black man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Also street art, whatever the case may be. But I was just like, oh, this is perfect. Like, yeah, y'all buy it, y'all do that. I even went to the Black Lives Matter protest. I wore my stuff. My mates wore my stuff, and it was just perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, was that during COVID?
During COVID.
Okay, yeah.
During COVID.
See, that was so I won't dive into COVID talks. That really pissed me off though.
Yeah.
The,
The protest during
Well,
COVID?
and that's why it was such a contentious topic because it's like, wait, so you don't think Black Lives Matter? I'm like, wait, no, they do, they do, please.
Yeah.
But like it was a selective allowance of protest,
But bro, there's always a selective allowance,
which
of
should not be the
protest.
case ever.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
but the only problem is because it was Black Lives Matter, that it was all over media. You know what I'm saying? That's another way of how black people are oppressed. Only show the negative when we can. You know what I'm saying? Let's put it on the news outlets. Let's put it on all the social media. Let's blame COVID increases on the Black Lives Matter protests. Like,
Yeah, okay, that's a good point. Don't agree with that.
It wasn't that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you'll have like your left wing and your right wing doing protests and all of that kind of stuff. But bro, there wasn't anything crazy about it on all of the news. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So it's just, like I said, I don't go into politics.
Yeah,
but
sorry, and I do want to. I'm trying to get it out of you as well
no,
because you're, as I mentioned before, you have a mystique about you.
Right.
You like Glody Bondolee. I nailed that, didn't I?
Yeah,
Okay,
you
cool.
did.
I feel like you've. I don't know if it's intentional, but it seems you've almost made a brand out of your name.
Right.
There's like a calmness, there's a distance to you. You know what I mean? And this is me. Obviously, I'm somewhat your mate, a distant mate, but I view you from a distance.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's this guy doing?
Yeah.
What's he up to? Is that intentional? The
Bro,
branding of your own name?
I promise you, it's not intentional, and I don't even know how it started. So I think for me, I don't know if we were friends when I used to do YouTube.
I don't believe so.
Okay,
we would have been in the same. We have similar mutuals.
Yeah.
So it would have just
so
been.
I used to do I used to be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
You know, did content, all of that kind of stuff. So I think my YouTube channel was like, okay, that's the brand. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And then from then, I think I'm just in person. I would say I'm approachable.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? In person, I tend to have like different friendship groups that,
Awesome.
you know what I mean? So
Chameleon in the good way.
in a good way, in an
Yeah,
absolute good way,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
like I'm a people's person, you know what I mean? But I don't give you a lot.
Yeah.
I will just give you enough, because why do you need to know so much?
Yeah, good. I blurt too much, and I
You,
fucking
you know
kick
what I'm
myself.
saying?
Yeah, that's
like
good to have.
when you speak too much, now everybody knows your business. You know,
I feel
a
attacked.
podcaster. You know, and back
Agreed.
then, back then when I was doing YouTube,
Yeah.
I was everywhere.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
speaking a lot. Like I feel like people used to say like, "Oh yeah, I know Glody. Oh, I'm friends with Glody. I'm friends." But when the like information came back to me, I'm like, I don't know who these people are.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think like people claim to like know you,
Yeah,
but don't necessarily know you.
yeah. I understand that.
You know what I'm saying?
And sorry, you're saying you feel a part of that was from publicizing yourself.
Possibly, you know what I'm saying?
You know
and
why
I feel
though?
like I did it in a good way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then ever since then, like I feel like I'm just able to build relationships with people quite easy.
Yeah. Would you consider? And I know it's such a cringe word, but would you consider yourself a public figure?
Nah.
No, that doesn't mean you're famous. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, do you consider? And I know you're not a public figure, but it kind of sounds like you are, with what you're saying. Well, to the people who like kind of, to me as well.
Look, I honestly don't know how to answer that. Me personally, I don't think I'm a public figure because
you're a public-private figure.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I'm serious.
I like that. Hopefully, you know, this blows up and I become a public figure.
Yeah, we're gonna blow up.
Saying?
This is it. Well, honestly, I'm just gonna keep going consistent. When I do get more of a following, we'll just go around too.
I'm coming back
straight out, man.
But no, I wouldn't say I'm a public figure. I have a tight knit of people around me. I'm not really for everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm not with my family or my boys or whatever, I'm at home.
Yeah.
I'm gaming.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Dork.
I'm a nerd. You know what I'm saying? I love to game.
Yeah.
You know, I love to be around my family, my friends, the church, all of that kind of stuff. So back then, like growing up, mind you, so when I was born in South Africa, right?
Okay. Didn't know this. Okay.
I was born in South Africa, Congolese background.
Okay.
I think I moved here when I was like 5, whatever.
And forgive the ignorance.
Yeah.
What language do you speak?
So I speak English,
Yeah.
obviously. At home, my parents speak Lingala, which is a Congolese language.
Interesting.
Over there. And then they also speak French.
Okay. Was there like some colonial situation?
You know the French.
You already know how it goes.
You know the French.
They went to Lebanon as well, I'm pretty sure.
You know the French.
They done some shit.
And then, so they speak that. But when you know, I was born in South Africa, and people don't believe me. I always say I used to speak Afrikaans. Like I used to speak Afrikaans, Zulu, Lingala, and French.
Wow.
Before when I came to Australia, we're the first gen. You know what I'm saying? So you're coming into Australia, you have to speak English.
Did you come before 5 years old?
I came like 5.
Okay.
I came 1999, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So around 5-year-old.
Yeah, around that period. And then so I'm coming here, bro. You have to speak English. You know, I didn't.
The TV, the media, your teachers,
everything,
the books.
You know, my parents didn't speak English, so we're going to school. We're learning English. I'm coming back home. I'm teaching them English, or they're just picking up from what we know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I moved. I'm not gonna say the locations where I moved.
Yeah.
But
around.
I think I went to like 4 different schools.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe even 5. You know, and that's a lot of movement. It was only till high school was the only year where I didn't move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So high school was the only year where I didn't move. Primary school, I probably moved like 4 times. And I think just me moving around, I was picking up friendships in different locations.
Yes, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's probably why it's like, I know Glody.
Yeah, okay.
He used to, Yeah, we went to high school together. I went to like 5 different primary schools, bro.
Do you have a similar personality as you did growing up, or have you kind of had a paradigm shift?
Yeah, I've had a shift, bro.
Yeah. So you were more extroverted, or you
Yeah,
are now?
no, you see, I feel like I was more extroverted. People will tell you now that I'm probably extroverted now, but I'm telling them I'm like in between.
Okay.
You know, when I used to do YouTube, I was like extroverted, but then after like I stopped, I feel like everything just came like.
Yeah, and I think a part of, like, as you were saying earlier with the YouTube, a part of the problem, I think, not the problem, an observation is because you're constantly putting content out there, whoever's viewing it is forming a relationship with the part of the phone that you're presented on. So to them, they know the Glody that you put out.
But they don't know me personally.
They don't know you, and they've like, you might have an opinion, and then they might have an opinion on that, and
Yeah, yeah.
that's how it works in human.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think the word's parasocial or pair-social. It's something like that, where it's like a one-sided relationship.
Right.
It's like a lot of what they call it, simps have it with the e-girls.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Where she's like uwu XD, you know, and then they're just like fucking essentially paying. Obviously, it's not the same, but it's a similar concept in that it's a one-sided relationship being formed.
Absolutely.
So you're kind of coming up.
It's always a one-sided relationship when you're, you know, like you'll do your podcast. People will see what you post or whatever it is that you're talking about.
Yeah.
But then after the podcast, after that episode ends, they no longer know what's going on behind the scenes. They don't know what's going on, you know, between
But
you
this
and your
one's
family.
hard as well. Yeah, that of course. But the podcast part's hard because it's like and I'm trying to sell authenticity in the way I interact and the way I think.
Yeah.
So I'm genuinely trying to put myself in my truest form out there.
I get you.
So I'm almost opening up myself to just criticism of myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then people can hate or like or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, am I even allowed to not want that, if that makes sense?
Yeah.
Like, again, obviously there's no, like, this is minimal at the moment, so I don't actually experience, but like, I feel like I'm not allowed to not want that, if that makes sense. Because I am by default publishing thoughts. And this is the other thing as well, is just in general, or what I've noticed is, it feels like once you publish a thought, it loses its sacredness.
Yeah.
Sacredicity?
Yeah,
that sounds better. Let's call that the word.
I don't even know how to say
We're
that.
making words. We're making words up. But it loses its sacredicity.
Yeah.
And then a part of that's like because you've kind of made content out of something you believe or want. And then, again, you're allowing people to just kind of absorb it. So that's something I'm kind of wrestling with as well. And that's me trying to relate to, I guess, where you said the experience of people thinking they know you if they don't. So...
Not saying that y'all don't know me, you know.
Oh,
but to a certain extent, there's a lot of people that just don't know me, and that's okay. And that's totally fine because like, what else do you want to know?
Well, to me, it's just a big thing. Is like, I'm fine. I don't mind other people's opinion, blah blah blah. But I'm very, very big on boundaries.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm a very boundary-driven person.
I think that's what it is.
And that one-sided relationship makes them think that they have like there is no boundary or a barrier. It's like, wait, go fuck yourself. Sorry, like excuse that, but so I think that's an important one to like talk about and just kind of maintain.
Once you give people full access of yourself, they'll just flip everything.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody is for you.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like, people that are still close to you aren't necessarily for you. And once you give them too much access, as soon as something happens, as soon as, you know, whatever the case may be, mate, everything's out in the open now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So for me, it's not that I have a trust issue. It's just that I like my space. I like my boundaries. I like, you know, I'm intentional with the people that are in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I like it that way. That close people that are in my life, I'm intentional with them, and let's just keep it moving. You know, when I see you out, all of that kind of stuff, you know, it's all love.
Keep it moving,
just keep it moving.
I wanted to steal your Instagram photo last time because you did. I was so jealous. I'm like, I fucking wish I thought of that.
What?
It was like, but now you've deleted everything, so now you just got the one. I'm like, all right, cool guy. You're just I'm like, sitting there like a king. I'm like, I see you, bro. I want to steal your brand, bro. Fuck you. But you uploaded a photo. Aside from that one, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you.
Right.
And the caption is, I keep my circle small.
See? I was in the woods, bro.
In the woods.
I was in the woods.
I was like, fuck this guy, that's awesome.
You know what I
Double
mean?
tap. God
like,
damn it.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally me, myself, and I. That's how.
And him.
That's how small my circle is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was. Yeah, that was
well
quality.
played. I'll give you that.
That was a quality photo.
And that's a part of the branding as well.
But
that's branding doesn't mean fake.
Yeah,
branding is just what you consciously choose to put into the world.
Yeah.
And that's literally you, as you're saying. And it
I don't know how you remember that photo. That was a long time ago.
Well, because I don't because we have such little interaction, and I don't really know you. It's minimal what I know of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
like, and there's a lot of times. Nah, it's not worth the digression. But I was gonna say I often feel it happens to me often. I don't know if it's conscious, but friends or family or people close to me are like, hey, remember that? And I'm like, no. Or they're like, hey, you thought this one time. I'm like, did I? Like,
it's
I feel like a lot of people remember things
things-
about me that I don't really remember about myself. And I'm like, how could you forget that kind of thing? I'm like, I didn't choose to not retain the memory. It just does not exist.
It's funny how certain people remember certain things that you said or you've done that you have no idea about.
It's weird.
It's very like this happened like 7 years. You know, speaking on this, I went to an event a couple of weeks ago for one of my friends. She was doing like a social launch thing.
Awesome.
And I bumped into another friend, and we've been friends for a while now. And she brought up something that happened like 6 years ago. Yeah. And I said, bro, like how? Like,
well, it mattered to the person at the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know
like in my example, it's just an Instagram post.
Yeah.
I was kicking myself.
But I'm pretty sure it wasn't even something crazy. It was like the smallest information.
To you though.
To me.
Yeah.
Once again, you're right.
Yes.
But it's just crazy how people remember that. Like for me, I would have said it, and then I'm moving on. You know what I'm saying? 6 years later, they've still got it in their head.
Like, you're a bitch. See ya.
Yeah.
Like, why did you remember that?
Yeah. Obviously, to her, it had an impact. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
And I guess that's kind of like on not a broader scale, but that's what makes us remember things. Yeah. The things that mean things to us, that have value, that evoke an emotion and a reaction. That's just like life. And those are the things that kind of make you.
Absolutely.
The things you're interested in, the things that hurt, the things that make you feel alive or dead or whatever it is, like the things that make an experience happen inside. Right. They're the ones that we kind of retain more than anything. Yeah.
Absolutely. No, that was good. I didn't even know where I was.
We don't need to go anywhere. We're just chilling.
Yeah.
We're doing nothing. We're just hanging out. Straight out.
I didn't even know what I was saying before, but that's.
You don't need to know.
No, that's cool.
I'm gonna drive this.
We'll just move on from that one.
Yeah. Dramatic pause.
Yeah.
Have you experienced racism in your life?
Mate, my whole life.
Yes?
My whole life.
And, okay, wait, go on. Do tell me.
No, you go on. You tell me. I didn't.
A bit of context is, so I've experienced some discrimination in my life. And not every time, but when I have, I've never attributed it to the content of the discrimination. I've always attributed it to the negligence or incompetence of the person. Yeah. On that basis, and I've ran this past someone and they said you're an idiot. Does racism exist, or is the person intrinsically projecting some form of
bit of both.
Insufficiency?
Bit of both.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. Say we both work in the same field, yeah? Say, okay, for an instance, say we both work in the disability sector, because, I work in the disability sector. We both got our own organizations. You got your organization, I got mine. We both go to a client to attain them to our company, right?
Yeah.
Who do you think, out of just like that, the client's going to pick?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
They're going to pick you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the beard, though. Okay.
I'm trying.
No, you go.
They're going to pick you. And, as like...
Fuck. Okay.
You know,
I can't argue that.
like Africans, like black people, especially like myself in the industry that I work in, I have to work 100 times harder than the regular person.
Okay, yeah, you got me, to be honest.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No, okay.
Because my skin color is already an issue. I've experienced it firsthand. I've experienced people not wanting to work with me based on my skin color. They'll go to another company and they'll still treat them like crap.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But because he's not black, it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's just like there's a limit for me, and I always have to push harder just to try and break it.
Fair. No, I
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and that's
I do get that.
that's just like work, like just work wise. You know what I'm saying?
I don't. Sorry,
go
on that though. I don't disagree with you, and I appreciate that because that's one I'm going to think about.
Yeah.
My question to you would be, what metric do you have to measure whether it is racism or another factor?
That's a good. I feel like for me, I don't even know how to answer that, but apart from like you just know.
Yeah. Okay. It's the experience.
You know what I'm
when
saying?
everything happens to you. So
it's something that's been happening so much for so long. You just know before you even put yourself in a situation. Like I could be in a room and boom, I get a certain look. Yep, they're not gonna pick me.
Yeah.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah, getting back to like, have I experienced racism? Bro, my whole life. Personally, my whole life. I grew up in predominantly white neighborhoods from the time I moved to Australia until year 10.
Okay.
In my whole primary school, the only black kid, me and my older brother.
Really?
Only black kid.
Yeah. Okay.
High school, like every single primary school that I went to, I kid you not, I went to, I reckon, 4 primary schools, the only black kid. Yeah. High school, I was the only black kid until year 10. You know what I'm saying? I had another guy.
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah, we're in high school, bro. Year 10, 2 more years left.
And thinking back, I only knew maybe two or three, maybe
right?
black people in my high school.
In my personal high school, I was the only black kid until about year 10. Like you had other, ethnicities and stuff like that. Like you had Indians, Asians. But in terms of like
a group,
group, like I was the only one. And then my cousin came into the school. You know what I'm saying? And then there was another fellow that came into the school, and it's still cool. But at the same time, I've experienced that because you're different. You're the outcast.
Yeah, but can I challenge that?
Yeah, go on.
Because like I haven't heard racism yet in this example. Because
I'm getting there.
So
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Apologies.
I'm just setting
the context.
story,
That's the scene. Yeah,
getting you the scene. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
Now, now I'm the outcast. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I've had words thrown at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've had you black this.
Wow. Yeah.
Bro, me and my brother, my older brother now, he's a very calm guy.
Okay.
Back in the days, he was a hothead.
That's coming from you, so
you know what I'm saying? Like he's a calm guy now. He's got kids, all of that. But back in the day, he was a hothead. A lot of his reasons for being hot is because we experienced racism.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It was like a defensive aggression all the time.
We'd go out, we'd walk, because we walked to school all the time. Oh, my days. This is bringing up memories.
Sorry.
Bro,
yeah,
no.
Okay.
So there was one time, right? This primary school we went to, I used to get bullied. Just like, why do you hate me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this guy.
And then what's wrong with
like,
me?
what's wrong with me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there was this older guy, bro. I kid you not. I don't know how old I was, bro. Well, grade 4, grade 5. I was playing soccer down the road. There was one night, because I used to walk to. You know, when you're younger, you're almost fearless. Because why am I walking through a soccer field, pitch black, to go home?
Yeah.
In grade 5, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's no anything can happen. Back, right in today's, like right now, you're getting kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? You're gone.
Yeah.
So there was this guy. I was playing soccer one night, blah blah blah, and one of the guys kicked the ball. So I went and grabbed the ball. Bro, this guy came out of nowhere, grabbed me. Right? I kid you not. I had no clue what was going on. He was trying to tackle me, whatever. Stole my shin guards, bolted. A few weeks later, that same guy, we were finishing school. Me and my brother and my sister, we were finishing school. Out of nowhere, he starts chasing us. Yeah, this is school. This is daylight.
Yeah.
He starts chasing us. me and my sister turn into a street. I think he continues chasing my older brother. Now, thank God, one of the school
This
teachers,
is fucked up,
bro.
actually. Yeah.
When we don't deep it, like when I speak about it, I'm just and I've spoken it to my older brother before. I'm like, bro, we don't deep what could have happened. You know what I'm saying? So he was running. My brother kept running. Me and my sister dipped into another street. We went into like my friend's house because they had like a gate. So we just stood there. He wasn't home, but we just stood there. I was knocking on the door. So he ran, and then I think like he tackled my brother, whatever. But then a school teacher, he was driving past, and he saw the whole thing happen, and he got out of his car and stopped it. But what I'm trying to say is that, bro, like, there's been times that we've been bullied because of our skin color.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying? We're the only outcast. It's easy to pick on the outcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Our skin color. There's been times where we go to places, and they won't even let us in because of our skin color.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And how can that not affect the way you view the world?
Absolutely.
And your place in Australia?
Absolutely. Like my whole family's experienced
worth,
it.
yeah.
You drive, you park somewhere, or you cut someone off. You effing black this, you effing black that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That was so it got to.
And that's where I want to hold on to.
Yeah.
It is racism. It is, but it's. I want to put more value to how fucking retarded that person is.
You're angry.
Yeah.
You're angry, but the first words that you're choosing to use is racial slur.
Okay, yes.
You're a
You got me.
racist.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah,
you know what I'm
sorry,
saying?
you're right. You're
You're a racist.
You're
Because
right.
if
Yeah.
that's the
If
first thing
that's
that
not
comes
racism,
out,
what the fuck
then
is?
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if something
Sorry,
upsets you and the first thing you use is a racial slur, you're a racist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
And there was so many times, like, I've encountered racism my whole life, bro. Even till this day, you don't have to say it.
Yeah, like microaggressions.
Microaggression. You don't have to tell me that I'm this or my color of the skin, just by you saying just actions, you know what I'm saying? Or body language.
It's
or,
like that. You can't even explain.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're experiencing it. Yeah,
and I was there was one time I went to, this was after school, and I was in a cafe. Because after school you always go to the shops and you hang out. And I was chilling with my mate, and this little girl was sitting next to her mum, and the little girl goes to her mum, "Mom, why is he dirty?" Bro, I said, "What?"
Is that the first time she's seen any African
Like, is
person
that
in
the
her
first
life?
time?
Yeah.
And for me, it's just one of those things where teach your kids that they're going to be in places where it's very diverse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm around kids like Caucasian kids or whatever. Like, I'll go out and I'm just waiting because kids, they say anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when they're excited, whatever, blah, 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 they're talking, they're amongst themselves. I'm just like, I went to the NBL the other day to watch the basketball, and there was a family in front of me with the kids, blah, blah, blah. And because the kids are very passionate, they're having to go at the other team. And they call them, "Oh, you saw losers, blah, 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 blah." I was the only black person amongst the section and stuff like that. And it's all, like, I'm not expecting it, you know what I'm saying? But I've been in, I've experienced
it makes sense if you are.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I've experienced it so much where I'm just waiting for a little slip to come
like
out. You know what I'm saying?
The data you have from your experience,
You know?
the formula
You know?
says that something may happen,
You
and
know?
and it sounds like usually it does.
Bro,
So I think it's a
does,
fair assumption.
And it came to a point even, I totally forgot what I was going to say. But
The
like,
kids and
so the kids and stuff, but obviously they didn't say anything. I was like, all right, cool. But I've seen kids, you know what I'm saying? That
Well,
exactly
even
like
on that though, the fact that you, and I know you're like, I know you don't have a victim mentality, so this is just your experience, but the fact that you even have, like, I don't have that experience at all. That this is new information to me. I don't have any, this is like really nice to, like, thanks for letting me in and letting me hear, because it's opening up my eyes. I don't have any hesitancy just about my being anywhere. And that sounds like a daily part of your existence. So
Bro,
I can,
and it's so bad to say you're used to it.
that's fucked up. It's exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's so bad for me to say, I'm used to it. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just like you don't even retaliate. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you hear it, cool. But there's a line.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's a line because one day you're gonna say something to the wrong person, and you're gonna cop it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's hard because for me, I've experienced it my whole upbringing. Till this day in the work field, I experience it. Even just to say, what am I trying to say? Like, I remember I was working for this company, and like their area managers, whatever, cool, they would make like a joke. Sometimes people get too comfortable where they feel like they can just joke about it, haha, laugh, and you would like.
And the thing is,
that's if I take that to HR, you're gone.
yeah, and
you know what I
I've
mean?
noticed jokes are a Trojan horse for disrespect.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it lets people just be blatantly rude, disrespectful, and you feel what you want to or need to feel or are feeling, and relax. It's just a joke. No, go fuck yourself. That wasn't a joke. This is my boundary. Don't joke about that. And then like I don't. So I've, as I said, I'm a very boundary driven person. So I'm friends and family.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, hey, I'm telling you that was disrespectful to me without aggression yet. If you proceed, you're intentionally disrespecting me. Because I've communicated. Absolutely. I find that disrespectful. So I really, the joke thing really gets me. Yeah,
like,
I'm
like you'll be working. Oh, he's black. He can whatever. Who told you could say that?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean? Because I'm black, that the circumstances changes. Like, who told you could say that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all. It doesn't have to be so negative in terms where it's like slurs and all of that kind of stuff. But the fact that you've now put me in a category, you know what I'm saying? That's still racism. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And sometimes it's unintentional racism, but the fact that it's been said and done, it's still it's racism.
Yeah, I agree. And we need a kind of, well, that's the beauty of conversation. Like, I honestly have taken quite a bit from this because they're like, a lot of the time, I like to think most of the people have good intentions. Yeah. So you'd like to think that you can, if you raise the awareness to someone, and like just black agenda, it's all in your branding as well. You'd like to think people would actually have some introspection and say, wait, that was.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you need aggression. Sometimes people don't understand. So you do need to blow up a bit. You know what I mean? So it's really.
And I don't like that, that the fact that I have to blow up just to get your attention. You know what I'm saying?
For you to listen.
For you to listen. Like, how did we get to this point? You know what I'm saying? So every single time, just for me to get your attention, I have to be angry. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm the angry black man. You know what
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, black people are angry.
We were right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Black people are angry. Look what you guys did to push us to become. You know what I'm saying? There's only so much that people can take. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's just what it is. Yeah.
What does moving forward look like as a society? Would you forgive someone?
I always forgive. You know what I'm saying? Forgiving is... in what context?
Fuck.
The only way we can move forward is peace. Now tell me, can we really have peace in this world?
Well, all right. So a concept is reparations. Do you like the concept of reparations? For like generational trauma and
absolutely. And African countries are starting to do that a lot now. You know what I'm saying? Like all of like the gold and the stuff that the British people have stolen. You know, African presidents that are coming in there, it's like we're taking it back.
See, that's good because that's,
you know what I'm saying? Oh, we're banning things from we're banning international companies from taking our products and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now we're slowly getting there. You know what I'm saying?
That's a really nice way to put it, because I've always had a not negative connotation, but I've always had a reluctance to it. Because not reluctance. Let me just speak and stop trying to fucking meta-analyze what I'm about to say.
What you think.
Yeah, exactly. It's not my thoughts. It's not your fucking thoughts, right? So, and these actually aren't my thoughts. I know where I got this from, but a criticism of what you've explained is perfect, because it's a 1-for-1. This was ours, give it back. You've done this. There's a formula. The critique I've heard is, who's the accountant for the reparations? does every individual with a certain complexion or amount of melanin deserve X amount of money for what's happened in the past?
I'd love if that was the case. I'd love that.
But seriously, and people do ride it though, because it happened in the US.
Absolutely. If that was the case, I'd absolutely love that. But
Oh, you would? What do you mean you'd love that? What's the number?
There's no real number, but I think moving forward would be to how do I put this out there? More consequences on the things that happen now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's only now that you're seeing like black people in politics. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wasn't, like, who's speaking on behalf of black people in politics?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how does the other person know what we want?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I do.
You know what I mean? So it's just like now putting us in positions of power where we can take control of who we are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's not an amount of money that you could possibly give us back from what we've suffered. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah.
But now it's about change. You know what I'm saying?
And like the people, you got to find the right balance. But I understand what you're saying. Because you need the people who have had the experience to be able to represent those
what you just said is perfect. We need to find the right balance. There is no balance right now.
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? There's
it's
no balance.
extreme.
That's it. That's what we're saying. Put us in so we need that balance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, a lot of the things that it's hard to say because I speak on what I've experienced and I speak on what I see. But it's time for us to be able to be in places, with other people that make big decisions that impact the world.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's for every culture. You want your own kind in a room where they can speak on your behalf.
Sorry, yes, agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. And then this is, again, I got to find better words, but the contrast of that as well is how far do you take it?
Yeah, but there's
do you need the black gay trans guy? Do you need, you know what I mean? The oppressed group.
I get you.
And then that's the other thing is so when I hear these things, I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah.
But I need a formula.
I don't have the formula.
Yeah, I know, but you're someone who has the experience.
There needs to be a balance. That's all I'm saying. There needs to be a balance of people representing everybody of their kind.
Yes.
You know what I'm
get
saying?
it. Yeah, I do get it.
Something that's going to impact you. If it impacts your household, who's speaking on behalf of your household? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I get it. I do agree.
So it's just.
I do agree.
Look, yeah.
But as long as we can all agree that the.
But that's why you don't just put anybody in power.
Yes, of course.
You know what I'm saying? You don't just throw. You don't put someone in power and then they just take control of everything and then they become what's the word? A dictator.
A dictator, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's when you've lost all power because what's everybody else's job now? Now it's just one person that has full control of everything.
Yeah.
No balance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's got to be an equal balance. That's why presidents and stuff go through campaigns to speak, blah blah blah. Tell them so they want people to know what they're gonna do. Now it's up to you to if you believe that this person speaks on my behalf and is gonna make the right change. Cool. I'm gonna vote him in the office.
Do you believe that a white man can speak on behalf of black people?
Absolutely not.
No?
Look what's happened in the years, bro. How many white people have spoke on black people? We haven't moved anywhere.
Okay. All right. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like you can't speak on what you don't know.
Even if they're willing to listen and
you can listen, but you haven't experienced it.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like you can only do so much
without having had the experience.
Without having
you can't explain to someone what the microaggressions feel like.
You can't.
Yeah. Or had you not said that to me, you can't. How many other experiences are there of what you mentioned where?
Bro, what I just said to you was just small
I completely
to
understand.
what I've experienced and what others. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. I understand.
It's just like me personally. I don't know whoever's hearing this. I'm talking about me personally. I don't feel like a white man can speak on behalf of a black man.
Yeah, and it makes sense why you're saying that.
It's just for me. Like,
but
were you there when they were well, like during slavery, where your ancestors, your ancestors, they were oppressing us. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
okay.
saying? So
Yep.
how does that make sense? You
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
So what does an ideal future look like? Because to me, hearing this, I agree that it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
But to me, an ideal future is a colorblind future where you can say, not even say, like, regardless of that person, they have your best interest in mind as a human being as well. But they, as you're saying now, that can't happen without having had the experience to get us to that point.
There needs to be a balance. You know what I'm saying?
Of understanding.
You can have a white person speaking, okay, to a certain extent on behalf of black people, but you need that black
representation in there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I completely.
So there has to be, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's all it comes down to in terms of like what you said. You just answered the question. You know, in terms of how do I see like the future? You answered it perfectly.
Okay. Well, and that's the thing. I want to kind of project my thoughts and see if they kind of if there's a mirror in the land. So that's good.
Yeah, that's real good.
We've spoke about forgiveness.
Yeah.
Tell me about patience, and how is that linked to the work you do with disability?
Oh, if you're not a patient person, you won't survive in that field.
What exactly do you do? Is it your business?
Yeah, so it's my business.
Okay.
So I run a disability agency. I've been doing it for. It's funny that you speak on this, and we spoke the other day. Briefly about it. And what I didn't tell you is that I'm trying to leave the industry.
Okay. Yeah.
I've been in it for I think about like 5-6 years now.
Good effort though.
Thanks, bro.
Yes, well.
5 years. And it's been difficult and it's been a challenge. And as we was talking about, like I got to work 100 times harder. You know what I'm saying?
Are you on the ground with the person?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
So I will go and see the clients. I will sign them up.
Sorry, being the individual or a carer of them? Who's the client?
Oh, sorry, the individual.
The actual, and they are the client.
Yeah, so they're my client. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to say, yeah.
So the person with the disability.
Yes.
So I will go and visit them, see how they are, sign them up. We'll just talk. We'll talk. I'll see the kind of care that they need. If I have the capacity to provide it. One thing about this industry, you have to be honest. If you're not honest, it will bite you in the back.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can say, you can say that you have the capacity, and then once you take the clients on and you see the kind of demand that they need, once you don't have the capacity, you're gonna be in a lot of strife with them. Yeah. And it's just not a good look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I do all of that. I do all of the admin. Like I've obviously got a team, but I'll do the admin work, a lot of.
So that's not obvious. You have a team, so that's you've kind of
as a company, you know.
Okay,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
So as a company, so I've got me. I've got I do it with my auntie and uncle.
Yeah, nice. Yes.
As part of the board. Then we have like support workers.
Yeah, wow, I didn't know this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of individual.
Nah, you can't do it by yourself.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, you can be a sole trader and do it, but you're more on the floor. You know what I'm saying? You're providing the care and stuff.
Yeah.
But in this field, you have to have a lot of patience because every day is different. You know what I'm saying? Every hour is different. You know what I'm saying? You have to have empathy. You have to be caring.
Do you ever feel unsafe?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In the moment, or you can kind of tell before that this person might be, I guess, unaware of what they're doing or
like in the moment.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, in the moment. Because I don't really know much until I see them.
Okay.
Yeah,
true.
But workers most likely feel more unsafe because they're dealing with that client the whole day.
Because an old friend of mine's mother used to work in a similar field, and she would get assaulted. Like come home with bruises, and obviously his dad. Like, get the fuck, what are you doing? Yeah, like bro, sorry, that could have been wrong.
Yeah, but you experience a lot of that, and a lot of people, a lot of clients that you. Not a lot, but some clients that you may deal with have high complex needs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they may be aggressive. They may be abusive. I've got you know, actually, let me not talk about any clients of mine, but you know,
You've heard.
I've heard, yeah, I've heard.
Rumor has it, yeah.
But you know, there's clients that do abuse staff, you know, physically, verbally, all of that kind of stuff. But at the same time, you're going back the next day to work with that person.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the
It's a relationship.
That's the patience and empathy that you have. That's
Yeah.
just in your nature.
To be in that role.
To be in that role, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have that and you experience that, you'll quit.
Okay. It sounds like a lot.
It's a lot.
And it sounds like you're I don't know what's the age demographic roughly?
Oh, I deal with people from 4 years old to 60.
Oh wow, okay. Because what I was going to say was, it almost sounds like you need to raise them as well.
Well, it depends. Sometimes you build such a strong relationship with them, and it's, you know, they become your life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And you want everything perfect. Like it's not easy for them by themselves, anyways. You know what I'm saying. So you're doing your best to make sure that they're good. Now you've built in. Now you're invested.
Yeah.
You're invested. You know what I'm saying. So now it's just like, all right, this person needs this. They need this. I'm gonna do what I can. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. And you got to remember, not every day is gonna be the same. Some days they may feel like upset, stressed. They may abuse you. They may verbally abuse you. You know what I mean. Yeah. It's not right. You know what I'm saying? It's not right. But
they
that's
also
just
don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, but that's just the field that you're in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you've just got to go in there with respect, empathy. You know, patience. Patience is key.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was saying. So, I've been in the industry for like.
Bangers happening.
Yeah.
I don't know if the mics pick it up.
Yeah, hopefully not.
I hope it does.
Oh, to hear the drums?
Yeah, it's a nice little background noise. Why not?
Yeah, fair enough. I thought you didn't want to pick it up. I'm like, these guys are hitting hard.
Yeah, he's going for it.
Sorry, yeah, so field, I was in there for like 5 years or whatever, you know, give or take. But now I think I'm over it.
Okay.
I had a really bad burnout last year.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, all right, cool. I think enough's enough. I've given it what I can, but I still want to be in the role of helping people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My calling, I feel like, is amongst the youth.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I would love to get into like youth work, youth justice work, like case management in terms of that. Like, I own a company at the moment, but the stress that comes with owning a company and dealing with workers, clients, legal bodies.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
It's a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Like
when you were talking, like I thought I put it on thing. I had messages from the workers and calls. I'm like,
get here now.
You know, I'm just like, oh, it's a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a weekend. Like, there's no right now. I feel like there's no
equilibrium.
Work-life balance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, cool. I just want to go to work, finish it at work, come home.
Yeah. Which is fair. And you kind of, you're not going to get the luxury of
you know what I'm saying?
your business. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, if that's the sacrifice I have to make in order for me to like lose not be like an owner, let me do that for a little bit. Well, I've got other stuff that I'm working on too. You know what I'm saying? So I said, let me in the meantime just go back to that. Just do just a regular job. You know what I'm saying? Like a 9 to 5. Cool. I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You can't be everywhere at once.
You can't be everywhere at once. You know what I'm saying? Let me do that. Job security is there. Everything's there. So let me just go do that. In the meantime, I'll work everything up. And then, I'll go from there. But the industry is not easy, but I love it. You know, I love helping. You just get a good feeling when, you know, the people that you're helping are happy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just me, you know what I mean? So, so hopefully we'll see what happens in the next couple of months. There's just a lot of things that I'm working on at the moment.
Well, that alone is a reward.
It's very,
itself.
Bro, it's very rewarding.
Is there a slight guilt with you saying that you want to
a little bit
change? Yeah, which shouldn't be there.
It shouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
But I can imagine.
But at the same time, it's just like I'm still in a field where I'm still going into a field where I'm helping people.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm still in that like field, that industry.
Yeah.
But it's just now I'm working for someone else.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it's
Remove the responsibility. almost.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just very overwhelming.
Yeah.
And no one tells you the stresses that people go through with owning a company. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not easy, bro. It's not easy. People say, "Oh, you make good money. You make," bro. If the company is going down, you're losing money. If the company is going up, you're making money.
Yeah,
you know
so
what I'm saying?
I work in project management in construction.
Yeah.
So not. I hope no one from work's listening. But like, yeah. If I lose money, which I don't.
Yeah.
Hypothetically,
Yeah.
I'm too good for that.
Yeah.
Nah. But like, no. If you do lose money, it's like, oh well, 40 grand's gone. It's just like, but I don't have the and I do like and this is the weird thing is in construction as well. And you do it naturally as a manager. You treat the money like it's yours.
You have
like
to
the dollar. I'm like, you fucking do this.
Yeah,
like
you
I'm
have
like, I
to.
need it now.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. I'm not paying that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, as much as I embody that the money's mine,
Yeah.
if I lose it, I feel nothing.
You
I'm
know,
on my salary. I'm getting paid. Like so, I can't even imagine what that feels
what
like.
you just
for you.
said, because you will lose money, but your workers are still getting paid.
Oh, true. So you're losing.
I'm losing. You know what I'm saying? So I will have to I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna get
a
paid.
double slap,
I'm not
bro.
gonna get paid.
Yeah.
I have to pay my workers.
Yeah.
You have to look after your workers.
course,
But
yeah.
the first time I lost money, I lost 100K. Yeah,
Ooh,
I lost 100K from the company, from a client.
like you're a
That's
big dog. Holy shit.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's when I knew I'm in business. Bro, that's when I knew I was in business.
You're like, oh.
Like, I was like, what do you mean we're not? And it's money that I just couldn't get back.
Wow, man.
And
that is insane.
and once that happens, you keep sinking, bro.
Yeah.
You keep sinking, you know. And
Negative feedback. It just,
bro,
yeah.
and that the first time we lost 100K, and I was just like,
there was more than once.
no. So I'm just like the first time I lost like a large amount, I was just like, bro, like, what's happening? You know, like, what's going on? Like, what am I gonna do? You still have to pay your clients.
Yeah.
You still have to pay your workers. So then you learn more. I feel like it was character building for me.
Well, bro, the fact that you were able to stay afloat,
bro.
because I've heard
And I'm still
businesses
here.
lose a lot less.
Bro, and I'm still here, you know.
yeah.
So we lost that. On top
Wow,
of that,
man,
you pay tax. I don't know if the ATO is listening, you guys need to chill.
You back the fuck up.
Hey, you guys need to, I don't know what they're doing, but like with small businesses, they make you pay an arm and a leg for tax, right?
It's a monopoly, I tell ya.
It's disgusting. And
Gentrification.
then on top of that, you got super. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
true.
saying? So you've got all of this, then you've got office costs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So your money is just going out, and you've got people to pay and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
In
you just-
Arabic, we call that khod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just a crazy period at that time. But it was obviously, you know, character building.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, all right, cool. We just got to get back. But to a certain extent, losing that money, once I lost that, things never.
The momentum. You lost the momentum, yeah.
I lost momentum.
Yeah.
I kid you not, I lost momentum because I was just like, after that, then all the bills start to raise, and then you're just like, oh,
Just chasing your tail all the time.
chasing
Yeah.
the tail, you know.
That sounds grueling, man.
You know, it's bad, and you
That
know,
sucks.
not everybody experiences it, but you'll see. Like I listen to a lot of different podcasts and stuff like that, and I think what got me, you know, just balanced and made me kept moving was that business owners will tell you they lose a lot.
Yeah.
No one's ever jumped into a business without losing anything.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? In order for you, like you have to see your failures in order for you to grow. You know what I'm saying? People that don't, like, good on them, amazing, but there's always like a setback, you know, for a bigger comeback. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
it's
to make the jump, it's all about risk taking.
it's all about risk taking. You
and
know?
then with that's the reality of loss.
yeah, you
as
know,
well.
and I was young when I lost. You know,
Fuck me.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like,
That's a lot of money. I'm sorry. Sorry.
No,
Yeah, I know, but like,
yeah, like
fuck me, holy
it's,
shit.
It's a lot. It's a lot of.
You should
money.
still be mad about the sorry. I'm joking.
Bro, I'm furious till this day. Every single time I have a little, you know, inconvenience or whatever, I blame the
Like,
100K.
I would have been fucking.
You know? So, and I feel like at that time momentum was high.
Yeah.
Lost that, drop. You know what I'm saying?
I could imagine.
And now I'm just like, let's just get by.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm okay. But now like this year, I'm just like, you've just got to leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You've just got to leave. You've just got to
kind of start new.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm building I've built 2 other things that I'm working on at the moment.
Okay.
So, and one of them is going really good.
Okay. That's for part 2.
That's for part 2.
That's for part 2.
When that one grows, I'm coming back. I promise you.
Yes,
That
yes,
one,
thank you. Awesome.
That one, I feel like it's a testimony for me. It's a game changer. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to scale it. And I've been seeing a lot of progress with it. So I'm just like, if I just commit myself, because right now, too many responsibilities.
That's the other, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How am I meant to grow this when I've got a proper organization going
only
on?
so many hours
There's only
in a
so
day.
many hours
Yeah.
in a day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, let me just get out of that and just do me.
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to worry about myself.
Well, go where your interests are as well. That's your calling.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm 30 this year, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like,
40s and you 30s, so you're 20.
yeah, I'm 20. I'm 19.
19, yeah.
You know? So it's just like, all right, cool. Like in my 30s, it's going to be a complete shift.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
And
why
the
I'm
mentality is the start, and you're there.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm for it, yeah.
So after that, I don't even know how we got there.
I don't either, but I like it.
Yeah. But yeah, so now I'm just like, let me do what works for me, and I really want to work in the field of the youth.
Yeah.
The youth is the next generation. You know what I'm saying? The youth needs saving.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? The youth really needs saving. You know, I do youth work like within my church and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I do youth work within the community. While I'm talking about this, let me just talk about one initiative. So in my community, right, there's a Facebook group. Okay, there's a Facebook group, and there was one day I was just chilling. People just aerate. There's about 20,000 members in this community.
Wow. Good effort.
And I was just scrolling, and this mother, she posted something about her child was bullied, and they stole his shoes. You know what I'm saying? They stole his shoes, all of that kind of stuff. She was really upset. People started commenting, blah blah blah, all of that stuff. And for some reason, I was impacted. You know what I'm saying? I was bullied when I was younger, but I know I also bullied when I was younger. You know what I'm saying?
As a projection as well.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like as kids, you go through stages, you'll be bullied and you will do the bullying. You know what I'm saying?
Which is usually the case.
Which is usually the case.
Bully
you know
has been bullied.
But as you grow up, certain things that you would have done when you were younger annoys you. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see like kids like now like bullying up, it's like relax. You know, just take it easy. So she posted that her son got bullied, they stole his shoes, all of that kind of stuff. And I'm like, no. What? Like what? What do you mean? So I also people were commenting like,
It was a grab the popcorn type of post.
Yeah. You know, people were commenting, oh, is everything okay? Blah blah blah. How can we help? All of that kind of stuff. And I also commented, I'm like, look, I'm happy to buy a pair of shoes for your son.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? She didn't reply. Cool. So then I was just thinking about it, and I was just like, bro, I'm gonna start an initiative. I want to start an anti-bullying like initiative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where each month I get to pick a child within the community and take him shopping to JD Sports.
Yeah.
And just buy shoes.
Yes.
Bro, I posted that, and I wanted to start with them. Actually, I didn't even want to start with that mother. Someone in the comments saying, oh, the lady, because I said, I can't remember what I said, but I was like, oh, it touched me. A lady commented, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. There's someone commented, oh, you should start with the lady. Bro, I posted that. I left it. I even forgot that I posted it because you have to get approved from the admin group. So I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Bro, woke up the next morning. Bro, I'll actually show you right now.
Give me the facts. We want receipts.
Bro, I'll show you right now. I woke up the next morning, bro. Comments crazy.
Is this recent? Sorry.
End of last year.
Okay.
End of last year.
Yeah.
So I did that. So I ended up taking the child on a JD shopping
Of the mother's
thing, right? And then once I did that, I also posted the pic, and everyone was telling me, like, you just see families like mothers, dads telling me their stories of like their child getting bullied. this, that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I'm not a millionaire.
Yeah.
But I can't help everybody.
Yeah.
But
there's a demand.
But there's a demand.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just to do good in the community is something that, bro, I did this from just from my own heart. So, bro,
To those listening only, we got receipts.
We got receipts. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, you'll see here, there's over 1K likes from the first post.
Oh, really?
Okay. So that's what I posted. Just for those people that don't believe me.
All right, so it did blow up. If I may, not intentional.
Bro, do what you got to do.
Hey friends, I was deeply moved by a post shared earlier this week where a mother detailed the heartbreaking experience of her son being bullied and having his shoes stolen. I felt compelled to take action and make a positive difference in our community. So I'm starting a new initiative where each month for the next couple months, I'll have the joy of taking a child on a fun shopping spree at JD Sports, accompanied by their parents, of course. I was going to ask about that. I'm like, who the fuck's going to trust you?
Of course, parents have to be like, come on now. I'm black too, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Well, you covered it. No, that's awesome. Of course, to purchase a new pair of shoes. In addition to the shoes, the family will also receive a complimentary outdoor cinema experience through my small business, Stargaze. Sorry, can I? Stargaze Screens. Stargaze Screens. Every month, one family will be chosen at random from the comments below to enjoy this special treat. This is nice, man.
Bro.
This is very nice. Like, okay. The initiative is my way of giving back to the community and spreading joy to families. I hope it brings smiles to many faces and inspires others to perform acts of kindness in their own ways. I'm not looking for anything in return. My goal is simply to make a positive impact, one family at a time. Not sure how long this will last, but it's a start. So please, feel free to tag yourself in the comments and I'll select a lucky family at the end of the week. I'm looking forward to meeting the first family at JD Sports next week. Wishing everyone a blessed evening. Age group 7 to 15.
Now go scroll up. You see the first child that I took.
Sorry, in the comments?
No. Just,
sorry.
Go. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
up. Oh, so just community.
Community,
yeah.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
By Glody Bondolee, hey guys, yeah, this is awesome, man. Well done.
Thanks, bro.
And then the outdoor cinema, what is that?
So that's not what I was talking about before.
Yeah, okay.
But that was just something that
awesome,
I
man.
wanted to do like during, and I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah.
But it's just like an outdoor cinema.
This is beautiful because it literally is giving. You know what I mean? The concept is like you literally said it there, an act of kindness.
And I haven't told anybody about probably just close people around me. I haven't put it on social media. Like this is my community group. No one, like my friends aren't in my community group. You know what I'm saying? So it's not something that I've told the world about. I said, let me do this within whatever, myself and just do it. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of people reached out to me. And this guy that I go to the gym with, he reached out to me too. And he was like, he wanted to get involved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nice.
And I was like, bro, let's do it. And he was just giving me ideas, how he's connected with footy clubs and stuff. We can get signed jerseys, all of that. And I said, bro, let's blow this up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And you can't not want to support it.
You can't. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just a simple initiative where I'm just giving back. Like I said, I didn't want anything. People were like, can we transfer you money to do all of this, blah, blah, blah. I didn't
Which
even...
you should start... it's going to not be sustainable.
You're right. It's not. And I've heard that so many times. I said, look, longevity is not going to be sustainable. You're going to need to, find a way where you can get money, receive donations.
That's reality.
And stuff. That's just reality. You know what I'm saying? Because how much of my money could I possibly give? You know what I'm saying? And the more money you receive from the public, the more you can do, the more kids can come. Now, from one kid a month, it turns into 3 kids a month. You know what I'm saying? And he was telling me, and I was like, bro, let's take him to the MCG, get them whatever. I just said, all right, cool. So he obviously opened up my mind. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm talking about when I'm youth invested.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
And like in this instance as well, like you mentioned earlier, cost of living.
Yeah.
Like, man, I can feel myself dropping a class.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
For real.
like I you know what I noticed? I don't even go on. I used to love going on hikes and day trips They used to be a part of my being.
Go put $200 in
I'm
your
gonna
car
put
for
$200,
petrol.
bro. I might as well go fucking Sydney. And I
Bro.
don't want to go Sydney.
You know,
Like, straight out.
No one
bro.
likes Sydney.
No, Sydney's all right for a weekend. Shout out to my family in Sydney. I love you. You're the reason I go. But like it's my behavior is changing and my personality is changing because we're all experiencing poverty is extreme, but whatever the word is there. Yeah.
But bro, what's the average salary
In Australia?
in Australia right now?
I'd assume 50.
It's not, bro.
No?
That's way below.
Good. Wait, no, that's good then.
No. The average, like, for you to survive, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get a house.
What is the average?
I think last time I checked, I think it was like 65.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is 65K a year isn't necessarily a lot of money.
It's not in this country.
This country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
In this economy that we currently have, like, you can't buy a house unless you're on like 80K.
Yeah.
How many jobs are providing 80K a year for you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where it's like we're doing the best we can.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? We're doing the best we can, and that's I don't even know how we got here too, but
we're everywhere.
Yeah, we're everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were talking about like longevity, and it's just to sustain it.
Yeah.
You know,
and the point I was making was how much more impactful that is for these families.
Yeah. Now I know where we're going.
Yeah.
So even like a lot of people were commenting, and they were like, or someone was commenting on their behalf, or they're going through a hard time. This economy, they're going through a hard time. They're struggling. 3 kids, 4 kids, or they can't afford this. It's just like this is a common thing that everybody's facing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The more responsibilities you have, the income that you have, you realize isn't enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got your house bills, your car bills, your kids. Even if you don't have kids, you've got other. There's just expenses everywhere.
Yeah, and you've kind of found like what it seems like is it's almost niche in a sense that you're not targeting families who. You're not putting food on the table.
No.
But it doesn't always need to be that.
It doesn't always need to be. It's
it could be as like literally,
you know what I'm saying?
Or a normal experience of what we. Oh well, I can't speak on your behalf. Like I had things growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's a part. That's such a fun.
Absolutely.
Like that makes you feel normal in this world we're in as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like your parents are working so hard to put food on the table. You can't even get shoes. Imagine your parents are working so hard to put food on the table, and someone goes, "Here, let me purchase you shoes."
Instant core memory.
You know
that would create a core memory in me.
Proper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That'd be awesome.
So
that would be
it's
so
just
cool.
it's an initiative that I started. I think I posted that in December. And I want to obviously want to continue it. You know, and now I'm open to getting like other people involved. So that's why I'm saying it now. Like people that are hearing or watching. If you want to jump on, hit me up.
Yes,
you
good.
know?
Yes.
But just to create an experience for kids, or like programs for kids, not kids, just in general, like youth, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, just have an impact.
That's beautiful, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know I may not be able to impact the world, but if I can impact my community, which is where I'm around, then I've done more than enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And how is that not everyone's priority right now? Like, how is that not everyone's core belief to help the future?
Like, I feel like your purpose in life is to make an impact on those, so they can have an impact on the next, on the next. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to live and be like, I've had an impact.
Yeah. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're obviously a Christian man, a man of God.
Yeah.
That has to play a role and an impact in the value system you view the world
absolutely.
with. And on that point as well, how can people tell us, like, religion isn't good because, religion does war. Fucking chimpanzees go to war. They do. So how we're going to blame it on religion?
Yeah.
So to have a religious
power,
belief system,
power, money, and greed, all of that stuff starts war too. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot. You know, and I'm thankful for my parents. You know what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't for them, like, bro, who knows? I'd be out on the streets, whatever the case may be. But just the core values that they instilled in me. Like, even I remember I did this, and I went and showed my mom and my dad, and they were shocked. Not necessarily shocked at me doing it because they feel like this is such a Glody thing to do.
Glody.
Yeah, you
Oh,
know,
glodes.
they're like this is a Glody thing to do. But at this, they were just shocked by, I don't even. They were just like, wow, like.
Well, the fact that you like physically,
It's
happening.
You know, it's like it's happening. You know,
yeah.
and mom's just reading. My mom just reads everything, you know, and she's just reading the comments and stuff. And my dad goes to me, he's like, I'm inspired.
Awesome.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
very nice.
He goes, I'm really inspired by what you've done, and I want to do the same. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I want to do the same amongst.
What a healthy relationship as well.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was even shocked. I was like, damn, me inspiring you? Come on, man, get your stuff together, bro. You know, little soft ass man.
What the fuck is that?
You know? So no, but it was
awesome,
it was cool, you know, just to hear that, like,
it's huge.
I'm inspired, and I was like, all right, like. And he's like, I want, you know, to do this like amongst. He's like, I've been wanting to do this like amongst like the community with the church and stuff. Then I remember we were at church, and I remember I told him at home, I'm like, I don't want to tell anybody. You know, I just.
It's similar to what I was saying earlier. Projecting it takes away from the sacred part, man. It's
once everybody knows now, you don't feel like you can do enough.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's just like.
And then from that point on, it's like. Once everybody knows and you've told the world, it's kind of like, wait, now am I doing this for me? How much of this is now for the people?
And now people are going to start thinking that everything that you benefit, you're just doing it for just so you can take it all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's
oh,
just,
you're making money off this? I bet you're keeping it. Oh, you bought a new car? I bet you got it.
But even if you were,
Yeah, even if, so what?
Yeah, if it's to create more, like, good energy in the world. Why not?
Absolutely. Like why not? Like I started an initiative to give back, and I'm still giving back. You know, Adrian Portelli.
Yeah.
The rich guy in
with the car in the penthouse. Yes.
Bro, he makes so much money. He gives back, and we continue to sign to his subscriptions. Funding his lifestyle, you know, amongst his other investments and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like we're helping him so he can continue to help us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like money creates money.
Well, he's created a brand, it seems, that like individual input collectively lets it kind of
you know what I'm saying? You know, like his brand himself, he's a genius. You know what I'm saying? He's an absolute genius. But what I'm trying to say is that you need public help. You know what I'm saying? You need you need people you need a community to grow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is. Like long term, I'd love to grow this to a point where it reaches whoever, like you know, politicians, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see how we go, and I just feel like it'll open up more doors for me to be able to do more things. Yeah. You know? And that's just my direction right now.
Well, speaking the intention is a good place to start.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're obviously well past that. But like, I think everyone should work to something that is giving. What's more fulfilling?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I say that I'm also a selfish piece of shit. So let me be very clear.
Know, you have to be selfish. If you're not selfish, people will take advantage of you. If you don't know how to say no, bro, people are gonna run amok on you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But just learn to be, you know, just random acts of kindness is just enjoyable. I remember, I'm thankful that I have a good street of neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Like in my street. And I think it was like Mother's Day or something like that. And my neighbor, she's a lovely lady, single with 2 kids, 2 boys. There was one time I pulled up into the petrol station and I filled up my gas and I was walking in. And I saw her.
Heart attack.
Bro, I heard that in the mic. You know,
that was like in my head.
You know, and I saw her pulling in. And I was just like to the guy, I'm like, I'm gonna pay for her petrol. You know, I'm gonna pay for her petrol, but just don't tell her until like I drive off. You know.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna walk out. Oh, I paid for your petrol. Blah blah blah.
That's nice.
Just don't tell her till I drive off. I drove off. I see my phone starts calling and it's her, you know, and she's just like, why'd you do it, blah, blah, blah. But she's just very thankful, you know what I'm saying? And awesome. It's just like those random acts of kindness.
Yeah. That's all right. Oh, really? It's been a good conversation then.
Damn.
No, it's fine. Thank you. Noted. Thank you. No, you're right.
Yeah.
We're on a time frame.
Yeah, we're on a time frame.
How long have we been going? Hour and a
2
half.
hours,
Almost.
really?
Yeah. All right.
Jeez.
Sweet.
But anyways, as I was saying,
That's
random
fine,
kind of acting. She was just very happy, but just being able to put a smile on people's faces, it's so rewarding. Like, yeah, I did that. Like, okay, now we keep it moving. You just do, what I did to you, you do to the next person. Like, just keep it moving.
That's all right.
Yeah.
We got 8 minutes. We're all right. We're all right. They can wait. They can wait. We've spoken the positives.
Yeah.
I've heard from a religious perspective. Do you believe humans are born in sin? What does vice mean to you? Without detail, do you have vices that you work through?
What do you mean by vices?
Vices. I didn't think that far ahead. I just thought the word vice sounded really cool. I just like vice.
You gotta break it down for me.
Yeah, no, you got me. I don't know. Well, fuck yeah. I didn't even think too hard about it. Vices. Like the 7 deadly sins, pride. Yeah, whatever the rest of them are. Lust, gluttony.
Yeah. This is a very good question, and for me personally,
and it's a shit one to rush, but
it's a very deep question because I don't want to just answer it without the full
part 2.
Yeah, part 2 definitely.
Part 2.
I feel like this one because it's like for me it's a biblical question.
It is.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah.
So I love to get. I don't want to say anything wrong. I want to get into.
Stay
detail
tuned for part 2. We're about to get kicked out. Glody, thank you fucking so much, man.
Pleasure, honestly. And you know what?
I really enjoyed this.
I just want to give a shout out to your sister.
Yeah.
Because we knew each other
Yeah.
because of your sister.
Of
You know what I'm
course.
saying? And I'm good friends with her. An amazing girl. She's helped me in so many different areas in my life, like work-wise, friendships, all of that kind of stuff. An amazing
Nah, you two are
person.
tight. It's good.
And it's good that we were able to connect through that, through where we were studying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just a group of people that we were. It's funny because I didn't even go to that uni.
I didn't either. I don't think anyone did.
Like everyone that was studying at that uni, like if you know the uni, you know,
You know the uni.
like you just go there and everyone's there from different unis and you're just studying all
all talking
air raiding,
shit.
you go to air raid till like midnight. But yeah,
But I appreciate what you're saying.
Like and amazing. Like you guys have a really good family. And just thanks for putting me on, bro.
Yeah, well, thank you, sister. Thank you, viewers.
Thanks, sis.
Thank you so much, Glody. Honestly, man, I really enjoyed this, and I'm excited for part 2, man.
Can't wait.
I think we cap it there. We're getting in trouble, bro.
Let's do it. Thanks so much, bro.
Peace out. Bye.